Hey everybody, it's Scott Steen with winnersandwhiners.com coming to you from the C-Dub studio on the expansive first floor of the Winners and Winers Sports and Entertainment Complex to bring you today's Deep-3. As always, please, if you would, give us the smash on the like button and give us the subscription. If you haven't done so already, please sign up to our site and get yourself rocking and rolling. And that way, when you click that notification bell, you'll get notified every time we put up a new video, and you'll be ahead of the class. You'll be ahead of the curve as far as that goes. And of course, don't forget to tell us what you're playing today in the comment section. What are you on? Are you tailing the Deep-3, fading the Deep-3? Whatever you're doing, let us know what it is. Maybe you got a little CFL action, maybe a little soccer, whatever it is. Put your play in the comment section. When you get it right, we'll give you the one, the only, the shout out on the next video. And if you get enough right, you will be the one, the only, the capper of the day. So, with that being said, don't forget to visit the straw that stirs all of our drinks, winnersandwhiners.com and statsalt.com, an invaluable resource for all of your handicapping needs, deep dives into every game, every single day. And, of course, what would it be without mentioning our great partners over there in the great state of New Jersey at pointsbet.com. All kinds of great welcome specials, including no risk on your first two bets. You lose either one of your first two bets, you get completely reimbursed up to $1,000. So check that out, won't you? All right, guys. Quick recap of yesterday's action. Not good. Okay, now we're done. We had Pittsburgh to buck the trend against a very hot St. Louis Cardinals team, counting on Joe Musgrove. He did not do the job as the Cardinals rolled in that one. And our Mets-Washington parlay. Man, remind me again why I love parlays. The Mets came through in fine fashion. Washington had a 2-run lead that they were unable to hold. Man, that is a shitty bullpen. And you know what? And Scherzer was not good. Scherzer went 5 innings. I think he ended up giving up 4? 3 or 4? Yeah, not good. Not good for Max. So, and then we had the White Sox, a little bit of an upset play there, and that did not work out. So, 0-3 we go. We go 1-1 on the premium side, as we had the Cleveland Indians they finally took care of business in extra innings here in KC, and we also had the New York Yankees team total over 5.5, and they just couldn't get it going. They let Rick Porcello off the hook, had the bases loaded. Second inning, they made Porcello throw 47 pitches in the inning, scored just 2 runs. And it ended up that cooked us. So 1-1 we go on the premium side, and on we go to today's action. We're going to start with the first game in your rotation as Colorado Rockies take on the Cincinnati Reds up there in Cincinnati. German Marquez goes for the Rocks against Luis Castillo for the Cincinnati Reds. Reds minus 131 in this one. Neither one of these teams are playing particularly great, but Colorado has been especially bad lately, losing 16 of their last 20. This game, to me, is all about Luis Castillo. He kind of flies under the radar because he plays in Cincinnati, but he has been fantastic basically for a season and a half. He's been great all year, the 2.36 ERA. He's better at home, and he's been even better in his last 5 at home with just a 1.41 ERA. German Marquez, he has good road numbers, but those incredible numbers came early in the season as he gave up just 1 earned run over his first 3 games. He's been okay lately, but he is definitely a step down in class when you're talking about Luis Castillo. I'm going to take a cold Rockies team and Luis Castillo, and that, to me, says the Reds cover and are worth the 131 price. Next, taking a look in the National League East, big battle there as the Braves take on the Phillies there in the city of brotherly love. Mike Soroka, the terrific rookie for the Atlanta Braves, goes against the wily veteran Jake Arrieta for the Philadelphia Phillies. I like the Braves here, minus 125 as the road favorite. Soroka's having a great season. He's been an absolute monster on the road. He's got a 2.46 ERA, 109 whip overall, but on the road, 1.12 ERA and a .86 whip. That is in 9 starts, ladies and gentlemen. He's given up more than 1 run just once, and that was 2 runs. in those 9 road starts. The Braves, not surprisingly, are 7-2 in those games. Atlanta, like we talked about, is feeling the pressure from Philly and they're feeling pressure from Washington. And this is as big a series as you get in July. Obviously, they're not as important as those ones in September, but this one is a big one as the Braves look to reestablish a little bit of distance between themselves and their pursuers. I think the Braves rally behind their ace in this one and take the opener. Give me the Braves minus 125. And back to the CFL we go as the Winnipeg Blue Bombers take on the Hamilton Tiger Cats, the Ticats up there from the Tim Horton Stadium in Hamilton, Ontario. You know, I'm looking at the under here, 53. This is going to be a great game. This is the two best teams, best team in the East, best team in the West as they square off. And not only that, you got the top two defenses squaring off and the top 2 offenses going at it as well. You got 2 of the most exciting cats to play in any league in Brandon Banks and Lucky Whitehead. But I think this one, it's going to be all about the defense. The Winnipeg Blue Bombers in particular have been outstanding. They've given up just 16 points per game. And in 3 of their last 4 contests, they have not given up a touchdown. You know what? I like Nichols okay, but they put less emphasis on the pass than other teams, while they rely on Harris and his rushing ability, averaging 6.1 yards per carry. That's good for 3rd in the CFL. The Ticats, they're not going to be shut out here, all right? They're going to get theirs. They're home. They're a great team. They're going to get their points, but at the end of the day, I think this turns into a defensive battle, and it's going to be all about field possession and whose offense can break through just a little bit. Having said that, I like the under right here. Give me Winnipeg Hamilton under 53. Give me those Braves minus 125. And give me those Cincinnati Reds and Luis Castillo minus 131 at the end of those 3 games. Start our weekend in fine fashion. You guys can grab our winning tickets. Join me as we head back to the window. All right, everybody, let's take a look at the premium selections here real quick. By the way, guys, if I seem like I'm not hitting on all the cylinders, it's because I'm not. We just started this recording, stayed up to watch the Baltimore game as the Orioles took care of 5 fashion, including getting a 3-out save in the whatever inning it is, 16th inning from their center fielder, Steve Wilkerson. What a crazy game. So yeah, we're a little punchy here as it is 3:40 in the morning Central Time as I speak to you. And speaking of great picks, there we go. How about a little premium action? If you're looking to get down on the premium, that is our record for the month. We can see we are profitable, of course. And if you want to get some more great plays, make sure that you get signed up. Follow that link right there. All right, let's take a look at the shout-outs. And before we do this, we're going to talk a little bit, all right? We've gone back and forth on this, and C-Dub kind of pointed out a little glitch in the system, and a couple things we're talking about today. First of all, I had a lot of input as far as how to do this, because the whole capper of the day thing just kind of started off organically, kind of doing it for fun, and then I decided to throw you guys a shirt. So I've tried to not have a ton of rules, but we're going to have to do something to level the playing field. So we're going to level it completely. All right, all plays are going to be for 1 unit. Okay, you can if you take a money line bet, it's always going to be to win 1 unit. So. That's what it's going. I think that's the fairest way to do it. You can take as many picks as you want. You can take a parlay. All parlays are going to be for 1 unit, but you can take a parlay that counts as a pick. So however you want to do it, but I think the easiest way to do it, because see, there's no if somebody bets 20 units, 10 units, 100 units, doesn't really mean anything because we're all doing it day to day. We're not keeping track over the long haul. So to keep it fair. All plays are going to be 1 unit, and then we're going to be able to find out who the real king of the cappers is. All right, so yeah, same deal. You get 3 in a row right. Get a shirt. The next person you have to get 4 in a row, et cetera, et cetera. So anyway, that's what we're going to do about that. And the other thing, I had a couple of guys bring up a great idea of setting up like a live chat area. I bounced it off the people, the powers that be over at Winners and Winers. Taking a look at it right now, and I'm going to tell you guys right up front what the hang up is a word about moderation. and who's going to moderate, who's going to curate and take care of it. So we're working through a couple things. So any ideas you guys have for all that, I'm always open to it. And yeah. So anyway, let's get to it real quick here. I know we don't want to run long, so let's do our things. Hey, Miguel and Nola. Miguel and Nola was all over the parlay. Started today with a very nice parlay. Had the New York Mets and the under plus 195. He also had the over in the Yankees game, over 11. That worked out well. Kyle Z faded me on the Pittsburgh game. Well done, sir. He had a St. Louis Cardinals plus 109, and he also had him on the run line. So well done there. He also had Cleveland on the money line. Never a doubt, Kyle. Had to wait around. He kind of got screwed. He also had the Cleveland Indians on the run line. Cleveland had a 5-3 lead in the bottom of whatever it was, the 11th. And in the most Kansas City way ever, losing the game, they loaded the bases, nobody out. They get one run on a sac fly, fly ball strikeout, and they lose by one. So, not the best ending, Kyle. Sorry. Barham Dog Jenkins. He had Cleveland. He had Minnesota as 3-unit plays. Very nice. He had St. Louis for a single unit, and he had a 2-unit play on the Minnesota Twins on the run line. As nearly as I can figure. He had a few other plays. He goes 4 and 5 plus 20. All right. So Barham, if I figured it wrong, like I said, it's a little late. We're all punchy around here. Mikey B, he had Boston on the run line, and he also had the LA Angels over 10. Nicely done, Mike, as it was 5-4 in the 9th inning. Angels tied up, and that's the beautiful thing about playing even numbers. When you get that tie, that's a win, brother, right there. So nicely done, Mike. 2-0 plus 200. Guwap Gucci, he had the Yankees game over. He had Minnesota on the money line, and he also had the Baltimore Orioles plus 210. So not a bad day there. He loses on the Cleveland run line and the Oakland run line, but he ekes out. We're gonna call that about somewhere about 100 on the profit there, give or take. Again, yeah. So not bad at all. Legion of Picks. He had took a live bet on the Mets under 10.5 in the top of the third. Well done, my friend. Easy money, as that one ends up 4-zip for 1 unit there. Had 2-unit play on the Indians money line. Also had the Indians on the run line. He was all over the A's too. I thought that A's game was a pretty good one. They were out in front, and then just the wheels came off. Kent P, he just made 2 plays today, 2 units apiece. He had the under 52.5 in the Toronto Edmonton game, and he had the Texas Oakland game over 9.5. Both of those hit 2-0 plus 400 for Kent P. And Ninja 13, he ended up having the Athletics, but he rallied with his Baltimore pick as well. He also took the Royals for an underdog, and they had a lead for most of that game. Couldn't quite get home. G&G, rough day for G&G. Took some over teasers in the CFL. Hey, that reminds me, if you guys play teasers, if you play like money line parlays and stuff, if you got the odds, throw them in there. It makes my life so much easier, and makes them a lot easier to figure. I know exactly what odds you got them at. So, pretty good rule of thumb. Whatever odds you've got on that bet, throw them in there, and that just will make my life so much better. All right. G&G, feast or famine, brother, and I hope you saved some acorns for a rainy day, because it rained a little bit today for you, brother. Back at it again tomorrow, though. We got more CFL, and we got more fun tomorrow. Landon Hayes, he liked the A's and the Angels. I didn't hate that at all. They ended up, both of them were hot teams and ended up not doing much, as they certainly tried their best. And he liked the Yanks. He said Purcell's been getting lit up. Man, you are absolutely right. That was I like that play as well. Anyway, so our profitable cappers are the Guwap Gooch made about 100 there, as he goes 3-2 on that one with the Yankees, Minnesota, and the Baltimore. Let me figure that out. Okay, 100, 200. 410. The run line, yeah, about 210. All right. Gooch, I think you're going to make around 200. How about that? Mikey Butler goes 2-0 plus 200. Barham Dog Jenkins makes some nice unit plays as he goes 4-5 plus 20. And that means our one, the only, our capper of the day is Kent P. 2-0 plus 400 as he makes 2 unit plays on each. And Kent, you're going to be our last 2 unit winner, all right? So congratulations, Kent P. You are our capper of the day. Way to go, my friend. All right, guys. Looking forward to it. Let's remember what we're doing. Remember why we're here. We're all here to help each other. We're all here to have some fun. So you guys have been great. Thanks for being patient as I work my way through this, trying to figure out the fairest way to do it for everybody. And as always, I take suggestions, whatever. If you got something that an idea you got, make sure you throw it out there. All right, you guys are the best. Let's make some money today. Start the weekend off in fine fashion. We'll meet back here tomorrow to talk all about it. All right, you guys take care. Have a great night. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.